Good morning, Country Club. As you can see behind me, we're out verticutting the fairways. One of the things that we're doing a little bit differently this time is we're only going about a 1/4 inch deep. The first time around we went a little over an inch, so we're about 1 1/4 inches. The purpose of doing it this time is just to remediate a little bit of, check it out. All we're really trying to do is go after the surface thatch this time. We don't need to do a whole lot of ripping and tearing to remediate the previous 6-7 months worth of growth and abuse that we put the golf course through. So what we're doing right now is called backtrack verticutting. So essentially it's verticutting the same path twice. So they're gonna make one pass down the fairway and turn around and come right back over it in the same pass with the verticutter. That way we make sure we're doing a couple things. One, we're getting out as much grain as we can without multiple directions. And two, it really helps control the grain. Celebration is a very grainy grass. If you don't go back and forth over it in the same path, a lot of times one way you'll get a lot and the other way you won't get anything. So instead of skipping here and there, whatever, we just do this backtrack down and back in the same path to make sure that we're getting out whatever we can. Also control as much grain as we can. So things are going well. It's the first day of the second week of our 3-week closure. We did all the greens in curfew last week. This week we'll be going after the fairways. So here's a quick update on the tees. Check it out. So some of the tees that were expanded are still waiting for to get sodded. This tee was doubled in size, but you can see the forward tee way up there by the machine. It has already been sodded, and you can see back here, there's the gold tee on number 1. It's been sodded, and the regular tee on number 1 has been sodded. Right now, the majority of everything from holes 1 through 5 have been taken care of. They're doing a little bit of work on hole number 6, trying to get that area, the forward tee, expanded. We're gonna move a drain and things like that. But you can also see we're aerifying, starting to aerify all the roughs and fairways and all that. So this is a long, slow process. Once we get done aerifying, we'll drag it, and then we start sanding and putting down all of our soil amendments and everything. A lot going on here at the Country Club of Naples. So here's hole number 1 fairway after it's been verticut. And as you can see, there's still a lot of grass left on it. Not nearly as disruptive and devastating as was the first go around. But again, it wasn't necessarily about remediating the entire winter golfing season's thatch accumulation and grain. It was just about remediating the last couple months. So recovery should be pretty quick. Here's the new white tee on hole 3. Everything on this hole's been sodded. You can see they're up there finishing the last little bit on the red tee. And then, well, I guess they still have to do the gold tee over there. Not the gold tee, but the silver tee. But looking really good. They got sod coming in tomorrow. I'll be able to finish them all up. Range tee is looking great. It's probably about 90% covered in. It's been just over 3 weeks since we've planted it. So all of that lateral spreading that's going on right now is really filling this thing in quite nicely. And we're going to mow it today, start lowering the height of cut, get it down to playing condition. But it's looking great. 12 fairway, looking good. I don't know, if I had to guess, we're probably 60-70% filled in. Down the middle where it's stayed a little bit wetter, obviously is a little thicker, but it's coming in nicely, spreading good. The greens were aerified 1 week ago today. They're looking great. No ruts, all the holes are filled. All the rain that we've been getting really has helped fill in all of the holes, pounds that sand down there, so we know where we need to come back in and add a little bit more sand. But they're looking great, so we're gonna start mowing them today once it dries out, get them on the road to recovery and covering back in. So a lot going on this week. We really started the ripping and tearing and all those fun practices, and we will keep you up to date what's going on. One thing that we're really watching is the weather. There's a tropical system going to be moving up through the southern Caribbean this week, so the game plan is to just do the golf course in small chunks. start, beat it up, and be able to clean it up and whatever we messed up in one day, so that we don't have to come out and try and hand rake fairways and all that other kind of not so fun material stuff. But a lot going on. We'll keep you updated what's going on. Hope everybody's taking care of themselves and having a great summer. Check in with you guys later. Take care.